Now, when her vagina constricts or clamps in the sex act, men, that's a very important sign. That's right. When her yoni or when her vagina clamps, clamps, clamps. That's that PC muscle, pubococcygeal muscle, clamping down on your magic wand, clamping down on your penis. It's a very important sign, men, to really feel in the sex act or in sexual intimacy. Very important. Why is it important? Because every time a woman vagina constricts or clamps, like a vice grip, and tight too, that's powerful. Because what's going on, fellas, is, and even for women, because some women you guys may not know, but what's going on is she is secreting oxytocin. That's a hormone. It's actually called the love hormone, because when women secrete oxytocin, it causes the vagina to constrict on the male phallus or penis. That's the oxytocin. So the oxytocin is secreted here from the sixth chakra region, okay? The pituitary gland. She shoots out that hormone and it gets into her bloodstream, you see? So, you know, just being deep, we could say that love is hormonal, okay? Because when she secretes the oxytocin, right, and it gets in her bloodstream, she's actually carrying love for you throughout her body, okay? Her love for you is being transported in the blood. Now, I think that's very profound. I think that's very deep. So that's what it means when her vagina is contracting and clamping down in the sex act. She is secreting oxytocin, the love hormone, okay? So fellas, there are certain exercises that allow you to feel that motion, okay? And yeah, it's something you could be proud of, but you don't want to be egotistical, you know what I'm saying? You want to know that, like, wow, okay, you want to feel, you want to physically feel your woman's love for you. That's powerful, you know? I mean, that's really powerful, because in a sex act, you can just stop for a minute and just feel her yoni or her vagina just constantly contracting or clamping. And so because you have this information now, you know, like, wow, she's secreting oxytocin, you know, she's, our bond is growing stronger, you know, she's ascending higher and higher in love with me, you know. The same with you too, but I'm gonna cover that in another video, man. But we're dealing here with when her vagina, when her yoni constricts or clamps. That's what's taking place there, okay? So you have to be able to feel that. So if you're having sex unconsciously and you just, and you just caught up in emotion, you ain't feeling, homie. You ain't feeling, you see? So you gotta be like Bruce Lee in a sex act, man. You gotta get into sexual kung fu. Okay, there are times you got to just slow your roll so you can feel what's going on. Now you will sense, you know, you have the intuition, especially the water sign men, the Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. You got the intuition. I'm not saying other men, other signs don't have it as well. It's just higher or heightened with the water signs. So, you know, we intuitive, we can feel, we pick up, because, you know, we got these chakra connections and cords, you know, jumping off, right? You know, we got the cords, you know, they've connected and they get stronger. The connection gets stronger each and every time, you know, we have deep, passionate sex, lovemaking, sexual intimacy, whatever you want to call it. Those cords, the bond gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So, you know, that's taking place. So we feel, you know, the chakras allow us to pick up information, okay? But physically, if we just stop in between strokes, we can feel, okay? Now, sometimes, fellas, you probably gonna have sex and you can stop. You can stop stroking, you can stop penetrating, and you may not feel nothing. You know, don't feel bad, you know, because it just takes a little work. You can work on yourself, you know what I'm saying, and get yourself to the point where, you are really serving this woman predicated from love, you know, from like the heart. You can really invest in yourself and you can transmit that work, that male sexual kung fu, that, you know, those tantric and Taoist sexual principles. You can work on that, okay? And you can work on it to the point where you master it. You know, you get good at it, that sexual experience will change. And you will go from a state where, you know, you stop stroking and you don't feel anything. I mean, you may feel the warmth and things like that, but you won't feel a contracting. And that's okay, okay? But the more you do certain things, you know, exercises, mental science, and just a couple of things that I'll talk about in other videos, in my articles, and some of my ebooks, you'll get there. Okay, you'll get there and your relationship will go to the next level. Okay, so don't feel bad if it's not there now. Okay, but the way to test it is when you're stroking. Okay, you stop, you listen, you feel. And a lot of times you'll feel a pulse because the vagina has a pulse. That's the pulse. Okay, but when you're in a situation where that woman is really into you, you're gonna feel that PC muscle. You're gonna feel a contracting. You're gonna feel a yoni-based, vaginal-based contraction. You'll feel it. Her vagina is just squeezing your penis, and that's a sign that she wants you. It's a sign that, you know, she's ascending more in love. Now, I use the phrase ascending in love. I don't use fall in love for my various, you know, reasons. If you know Tutti Madra, it's all about the words that you use, conscious use of certain words. Fall in love. That's an injury. So, but what happens is she's ascending in love with you. You know, you all I can say, fellas, is that that's a hell of a sign to look for and a hell of a sign to receive. Okay? So you got to work your strokes, man. You know, so you just can't jump on and be excited. You can't hear. It's like the phone is ringing and there's a bunch of noise and music playing and everything. You can't hear. Okay? So you got to learn to slow your roll and you got to learn to work your strokes. So you can hear this woman, so you can learn from her, okay? So there's certain things that you can do, okay? So when you're penetrating, you know, and if you're working and serving it good, her body gonna let you know. She gonna let you know too. You know, you can hear through the moans, you know, the words, stuff like that. But when you stop, just stop. She wants more. She loves you, man. I mean, this act, it's Plutonian, man. You know, it's Plutonian. I mean, it's transformative. It's deep. It's passionate. It's intense. That's the bomb diggity sex right there, man. Not all this low vibrational type stuff, but when you like something like Bruce Lee would say, you got to get into it. That's something Bruce Lee would do. Bruce Lee had, I think, 3 Scorpio traits, placements in his natal chart, okay? So you got to get into it and feel, okay? You got to put mind, body,